What is up, guys? This is Smokie here. How's everybody got? Oh man, just twisted my tongue right there. But anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back, actually, should I say, to episode 14, I think it is. Yeah, episode 14. But yeah, I haven't put out a UFC career mode in a little bit, so decided to bring it back. I'm trying to pretty much put both the Let's Plays of Borderlands 2 and UFC career mode. So. But yeah, guys, a lot of things have happened. Two past events. UFC 152, which the main event was Johnny Bones Jones versus Vitor Belfort, and also recently, this past weekend, was the UFC on Fox. UFC on Fox, which was the main event, was Travis Brown versus Antonio Silva. So let's first talk about UFC 152. UFC 152 was it was a pretty good event, I mean, although for sure, I mean, there wasn't a UFC in like like a month and a couple weeks. I mean, I was really fiending. I mean, oh my god, guys, like, you should have seen me. I was actually watching old UFCs because I'm that real passionate guy for MMA. I just really love MMA, and it's just awesome. So there was there was some pretty good fights on there. Let's see. I know there was Evan Dunham versus T.J. Grant. That fight was okay. It went to a decision. T.J. Grant actually won, so I mean, I was surprised. I thought Evan Dunham was gonna, try to reinvent himself and come back to the winning column, but he didn't, man. And T.J. Grant did his thing. So let's see, another good fight, awesome fight. Cub Swanson versus Charles Oliveira. That was a sick fight. Cub Swanson has just been storming and just beating people in the featherweight division, and it was sick how he just caught Oliveira with a nice right to the jaw, or actually the chin, and it was weird because he hit him, and then Charles Oliveira kind of just stood there for a few seconds and then just dropped, and he was just holding his chin, or actually I keep calling it a fucking chin, but sorry for my language, but not chin, but cheek. There you go, the cheek. Finally, I got it out. But yeah, he was holding the cheek, and yeah, he actually pretty much broke Charles Oliveira's what do you call it, the orbital bone. So I was like, wow. And Cub Swanson, I'd say one more fight for a #1 contendership, and it'll definitely be a good fight. Cub Swanson versus Jose Aldo, or Jose. I say Jose, I'm Spanish, so yeah, Jose Aldo, that would be awesome fight right there. The Matt Hamill fight versus this guy called Roger Hollett. Pretty much was a boring fight. I mean, it was Matt Hamill's first fight back. He was a little out of his shape, but he still did his thing. He used his wrestling, got everything to the ground, and it was pretty much a match where he's back, and Hamill won that fight in a unanimous decision. On to the next fight, one of the three main eventers. I guess you could call it a main eventer. I mean, it was, Michael Bisping versus Brian Stann. That match really, I was just kind of hoping that Brian Stann would just knock Michael Bisping's socks off. I really was, and but that didn't happen. It sucked. Toward the Michael Bisping used his wrestling, which isn't that great, but it was good enough to pretty much isolate Brian Stann, and Stann actually got tired. And although in the second round, I recall it was where Brian Stann did rock Michael Bisping, and that's when he really started using his wrestling. And it was just bad. But Michael Bisping once again whittles his way into another win, but that's okay. You know, I want the UFC to give Michael Bisping Anderson Silva now. I really do, because that would be awesome to see Anderson Silva just destroy this kid. I mean, really, like, Michael Bisping needs to get an ass whooping. He talks too much crap, and I don't know, I just don't like the guy. I mean, I respect him, you know, he can fight pretty good. He's got amazing cardio, but, you know, I just don't like his style, that's all. That is all. Anyways, then the co-main event. This was very bad. Oh, well, it was a good fight, no doubt. I mean, the first flyweight championship fight, Joseph Benavidez versus Demetrius Johnson. I was, I was going for Joseph Benavidez. You know, I like him better than Demetrius Johnson, and I was just, to me, it was split decision. They gave it to Demetrius Johnson, but to me, the way I saw it, and I saw the fight at least 3-4 times, and I saw Joseph Benavidez. You know, he should have won that, and if not, then it should have been a draw, because Joseph Benavidez, all 5 rounds, was taking control of the octagon, moving forward. I mean, he rocked him in 1 round, or he rocked him twice, I believe, in the fight, and he had a very, very close guillotine choke. I mean, he was the only one that was close enough to finish the fight. I mean, Demetrius Johnson got maybe 2-3 takedowns, and I mean, he took him down, and within 5 seconds, Joseph Benavidez was up. I mean, he didn't do anything. And, you know, I mean, although he had, Benavidez had some cuts in his face, it was really nothing. And I was just like, wow, like, really? But, you know, I mean, what can you do? It went to the judges, and the judges thought it was Demetrius Johnson. I mean, although one judge scored the fight 4 rounds to Mighty Mouse, I don't understand that. Who knows? But I mean, you know, what can you do, man? You know, it sucks, but it's all right. All we can really do is just wait for the rematch, and that's it. And hopefully Benavidez does it. But I mean, with this past UFC on FX, we saw that the next opponent that Mighty Mouse is gonna face now is what's his name? John Dodson. So that's going to be awesome. You know, Mighty Mouse was definitely just a little tad bit faster than Benavidez, but I think with Dodson, it's going to be equal, and Dodson has more power. I mean, the only way I could see Mighty Mouse winning this is tiring out Dodson, but I mean, you know, we're just going to have to see. For Rizzles. And finally, on my gameplay here, we finally got a fight going here. And hell's yeah, you know, I'm actually happy I'm back playing. I'm sorry, you know, it actually, the weather around here got pretty cold on us very fast, and I have allergies now, so kind of sounding like I'm stuffy, but I'm really not. It's just a little bit. Oh, look at the combos to the face, man. But you know what? I really can't wait to see that fight, though. John Dodson and Demetrius Johnson. Anyways, I'm now for the main event of UFC 152. Was a pretty big shocker. It was awesome. I mean, I do think Vitor Belfort was a dumbass, because he could have won this fight and he could be champion right now. Oh man, fuck. Excuse, but oof, man. Anyways, yeah, Jon Jones versus Vitor Belfort. Crazy fight here, guys. I mean, it went 4 rounds. The first round, right off the bat, Jon Jones goes in. He punched. He's all, you know, doing his thing, spitting elbows. He takes Vitor down, and Vitor catches Jones in this amazing armbar. Was so tight. I mean, he had him. And he actually even popped his arm. I mean, he should have broke it flat out. But with the post-fight interviews, Vitor did say that he made a mistake, and after he heard that pop in Jones's arm, he kind of let go of the pressure a little bit, and that's when Jones, you know, got out of the hold. and it was crazy. And whoa, the fight's already over. Oh, actually, yeah, I decided not to finish him yet, but bam, I finish him anyways. Anyways, sorry, I got carried away there with the little gameplay. But yeah, man, Vitor, you know, he could have won. You know, John Jones could have lost, but I mean, now we can see that, hey, I mean, Jones could get submitted. I mean, you know, Jones is not superhuman like a lot of people think he is. But I mean, that's every fighter, man. I mean, we're all humans here. So, and then these guys are crazy super athletes, but they are human as well, and they can get beat. But yeah, I mean, Jones hung in there with this. I believe it was like he like got some nerve damage, but it was hurting. He wasn't using that arm that bad. He still was throwing elbows, and he cut Vitor a bunch. And in the 4th round, John Joe submitted Vitor. And yeah, he's still the champion, and you know he's John Jones showed a lot of adversity. You know, I mean, he was caught in a bad position, although it was Belfort that you know, let go. But you know, what can you do? But anyway, guys, I'm actually running out of time here. Damn, that's okay. I'll talk about UFC on FX for the next episode. You know. So I just want to say, guys, this is Smokie. Hopefully you liked the little info I put about UFC 152. I was going to talk about both, but I just went into too much detail about 152 and the time just went by. So I will see you guys with episode 15. So stay tuned, like and subscribe if you haven't yet, you know, please, you know. But I will see you guys later. This is Smokie. Peace out.